The Glaive is a new addition to Destiny. Over the releases, Bungie introduced trace rifles, bows, swords, and boom. Now we have a spear that fires and does a bunch of cool combos up close. The Glaive was added to be a cool weapon and option for gameplay, but the story behind it is also super important for this DLC and conclusion to the Light and Dark saga. Time traveling capabilities, alien glaives like Ralks, and this all may be the key needed to stop the Witness's advance. Let's discuss. During the first mission aboard Savathun's ship, we find an ancient relic which seems to have belonged to the Darkness or Pyramid ships, as the statue resembles that of what we find inside a pyramid. We take this to Ikora and hear this.
That statue doesn't look Hive. I've never seen anything like it. Looks like pyramid technology. What's it doing on Savathun's ship? We should bring it back to Ikora.
The relic rendered a full blueprint out of a single fragment, almost as if you were shaping that weapon based on its own memory, which parallels the distortions all over the planet, open wounds where the past bleeds into the present. Somehow the relic can manipulate time, with the right conduit, of course, which Savathun happened to have. But could she use the relic? And what for? The questions just keep piling up.
Ikora tells us this thing can basically time travel. We had a piece of it, but from its memories, the full weapon was then crafted. This is the same type of anomaly that is going on with Mars. We see the past bleeding into the present as we look over the landscape. After crafting this weapon, we would then use it throughout our adventure and even find exotic ones after the raid was completed for the first time. If you visit the evidence board and complete all of the reports which will allow you to get the exotic one, you can find some more lore and dialogue that is attached to this that is very important, and some of you may have skipped right over it, but it gives us some very clear answers. You confirm that the relic, when paired with weapon patterns, allows the user to reach through time, rearranging memories into weaponry. There's no telling what else it can do in the hands of a powerful entity like the Witness. Ikora posited before that the relic caused temporal wounds on Mars's surface. You believe she's right, and that the Witness used the device to learn about the planet's golden age and collapse, leaving Mars irreversibly damaged. Your report states that the weapon patterns you used are essentially darkness-infused memory roadmaps to the weapons the relic creates. The osmic fragments are a weaker, incomplete roadmap, but with enough fragments, someone could build the equivalent of a weapon pattern. The relic is clearly capable of anything from creating weapons to tearing the fabric of reality. If Amaru gathers enough osmic fragments and finds a way to approximate the functions of the relic, perhaps by using the runes you discovered in the throne world, there's no telling what he might create. By retracing your steps through the throne world, you've picked up enough clues to form a theory about Amaru's motives, if not his entire plan. From the beginning, it was clear that the throne world had, and still has, fierce protectors in the Lucent Brood. Their antagonism was an effective smokescreen for the fact that, behind the scenes, Savathun actually wanted you here. Unlike the Scorn, you recall Amaru's voice. After you swipe the resonant runes from his squads, we got interlopers in the area. Interlopers, not just guardians, but any who trespass into the throne world are considered a threat. And the defense against them lies in the dark-tinged osmic fragments and the runes imbued with Hive magic. Just when you thought you'd seen enough contradictions in terms of this investigation, up pops a Hive ghost using tools of darkness to protect a realm filled with light.
The children of the Witness wage a war. It spans centuries and galaxies. They see the fall of thousands of civilizations, the silencing of millions of thoughts. In the mind of one of these warriors lives the memory of an ancient weapon, a blade that cuts with the shining edge of beautiful, terrible logic. Through a game of riddles, I steal this memory for myself. I make the weapon mine, but I do not keep it. I use it as a lure.
In Report Alter Reflect, we see this. I make the weapon mine, but I do not keep it. I use it as a lure. Savathun was talking about the Enigma, which you shaped with the relic, thanks to the fragment you found on her ship. Your mind whirs through the logic of Savathun's plan. By converting to the light, she lost her memories and her darkness-born magic. Thus, she needed a guardian who could harness the power of deep sight via the relic. And what better way to lure a guardian than the promise of a powerful weapon? So, Savathun wanted us to use deep sight as she would lose her memory joining the light. So she lured us here to find this relic, the fragments, and the shining weapon in the glaive to help her get back her memories. Near the end of the campaign, we can see Ikora use this technology to glimpse into Fundament's past.
The object you retrieved from the underbelly of the throne world. What if it's not a statue? What if it's the worm familiar itself, calcified from age? That would explain why you couldn't unlock it with the others. That also means it contains a memory that Savathun herself doesn't know. What that is, we're going to find out. With the one tool we have capable of slicing deep into the past. It'll be risky using the relic this way, which is why I'll be taking this on myself. Eris will help me prepare. Meet us on Mars when you're ready.
So that's pretty cool. At the end of the exotic quest, we also learn that Savathun stole this idea from Ralk, who wields a glaive of his own. So that's how this plan potentially came to be.
Stole the idea of the glaive from the Witness's disciple in order to lure us into unlocking her memories. But beyond that, she had no plans for upgrading the Hive's weaponry. Imaru, however, aims to impress. He's been on the hunt for the remaining fragments, so he can arm the Lucid Brood with enhanced glaives.
We now wield multiple glaives, including one from the raid, and this could be the key in saving our world from another collapse, this relic. In Savathun's memories at the altar, she says this.
The Pyramid Blade is one key to defeating the Witness.
So depending on which one of those are truths and lies, it's hard to tell. The power seems to be very important to us, and we could use it in the future to stop the pyramid chips. If it proved this useful with Ikora using it to look back at Fundament, why wouldn't we use it in the future, unless something like the Witness blocks us out? Time travel has always been a mystery in Destiny. We've seen many cases of different timelines like the Exo Stranger. There was even a theory that this opening cutscene where you see the colors change and little frames going by, that this was different timelines merging together. So who knows how this is all going to come into play for the conclusion of the Light and Dark saga. Anyway, Guardians, let me know your theories down below. Will we use time travel in the future with this relic like we did in the Witch Queen? And how can it help us defeat the Witness in the end? If you'd like to see some more Destiny lore and mysteries just like this video, be sure to subscribe to the channel. Anyway, my name's Evade, and I'll catch you Guardians in the next one.